Fresno State will kick it off, and we will be underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Hawaii's offense will get first crack at it today. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire. And you're right, those are the games that make college football special.
The Rainbow Warriors can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The play action fake. Quarterback extends the play. He'll try to do it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. All right, guys, let's talk for a second about Hawaii. Good pickup on the recruiting trail last week. Three-star offensive lineman gives them a verbal, and this is the type of talent they need to get into the program and then develop.
Yeah, and this really was more of an emotional decision, I think, for him as well. He's been a fan of this program ever since he was a young boy, and now he's getting a chance to live out his dreams. As a three-star, he had opportunities to go elsewhere, to play in better conferences against better competition, but this for him felt like home. Now he has a chance to go out and live that dream.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Might be changing the route. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying play action. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys, and he does it here on the opening drive.
And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
All right, guys, let's chat about Fresno State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point of the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Just about had to pick in the end zone. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all. But no surprise, when you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
It has been tough sledding for this quarterback here early in the game. He's 0 for 5 right now. I give the defense tons of credit. It's not just good coverage in the back end, and it's not just a good pass rush. They're doing a nice job mixing up their looks coverage-wise. This quarterback looks confused, and that's a big reason why, guys, this offense has not scored a single point so far.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The offense changing the play. Dropping back, it's Nelson. Gets it to the back. What a cut, now he's loose. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Rainbow Warriors headed quickly to the line. Wants to fire on second down. Grabbed behind the line, it's James. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high-load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Past the 30. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Ball's incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that Big 12 matchup that just went final moments ago. Arizona State somehow, some way, found a way there in Tempe and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. Just another week in the Big 12 where anything can happen on any given Saturday. As we send things back to you guys.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Got enough for the first down. Still running at the 40. Open field on the right. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
Well, there's a big run on offense, and guys, I don't think a defender even touched him anywhere near the line of scrimmage. That's how big that hole was.
He'll do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
He wants it all. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal 10-7. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Nelson. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Good timing on the quick out. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking downfield on 1st down. He turns that loose down the right side.
Those are the ones you rewind back on tape over and over again when you watch this tape and you go, how did I miss that? He was so open. You have to hit those plays. There's nothing you can say positive about that.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds the tight end. At midfield, he's got room. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
Really nice decision by the quarterback. 3rd and long, and nothing was open deep down the field. So he's able to check it down and get it to a pretty athletic guy who shows you what they can do with the ball after the catch. He finds a few blocks, he uses his speed, and that turns into be a huge gain for the...
Snags it! The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. This should be the last play of the quarter. Snap in the shotgun. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! Quick strike through the air for the score.
But how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
And he added the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the 1st. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. They've got a first down here to open the period. They go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
To the air on second down. Quickly complete. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. A first down for the offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Doherty. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Quarterback on the keeper. Runs through a tackle. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up. If you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Leaves it with the back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They'll run play action. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He'll throw it. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. Back to pass, it's Nelson. Got his man on the right. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. He wants to change this route. They'll send the back in motion. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. From the gun, running back gets to give. They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23. The Bulldogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. But if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it
fires one high and deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to throw, it's Nelson. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take another shot here. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early, and he's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives, they've scored 2 touchdowns, and here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete, but if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. The give out of the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the 2nd quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down.
On that 3rd down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Oh, the attempt is no good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. On the run, it's James. He'll go out of bounds, but a solid pickup on the run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Rainbow Warriors can really attack on this 2nd and short. They're looking for an advantage to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
And the Rainbow Warriors are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit them up top. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. The Rainbow Warriors have it with a 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The give to the tailback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Off play action. Throws for the tight end. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And I expect them after that incompletion to go for it here on 4th down again. I know they're in their own end of the field right now, but we talked to the coaching staff coming into this one. They said, we are going to be aggressive no matter what. We haven't seen the punter in this game yet for them, and I don't think you're going to see him here either.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. So they gamble on 4th down in the first half, and man, does it pay off.
4th and long. I mean, what just 4th and short? Nowadays, man, so much aggression in college football. And how about right there, 4th down and long?
Fires deep toward the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Hawaii.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, get that passing game up, you can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Rivers. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. They've been frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Offense getting set for 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And the quarterback's by his lonesome on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Quarterback making checks. Looking for a man. It's Nelson. Got the quick pass. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. They cross midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Fires to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. And the Rainbow Warriors moving quickly to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. He makes a grab. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He'll set up to throw. Touchdown Warriors! Fitted in the window for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
If I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he gets it just beyond. Line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Makes the catch. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you could do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Wants to go up top. Sets up the screen. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one. They'll try to power their way ahead. Hard running there. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Reynolds. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Looking to fire. Got it set up on the outside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Bringing the heat. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Fresno State will have to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll give it to the back. Plows through the defense. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down.
There he goes. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. The Rainbow Warriors with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Off the play fake. Skips away from pressure. He'll pull it down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
When you can run the football effective and then bootleg off of it, you get the running game and everybody biting up on it, and then all of a sudden the quarterback bootlegs out to the right. I tell you what, the defense did a really good job, though, staying with it, taking away the deep pass, and coming up and holding this to a minimal gain.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And the Rainbow Warriors trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back open in the middle. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. Wants to throw again. Fires to the big fella. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Still looking on the move. He's got it. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rainbow Warriors will try to punch it in on first and goal. Motion from the wideout. Makes the grab. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
It's now second and goal.
Scanning the field, it's Nelson. Oh, they're after him. And the sack all the way back at the 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Can they salvage the drive by converting on? And he will score! Touchdown, Hawaii! No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Alabama rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting team led by Mac Jones, Najee Harris, and Devontae Smith. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Man, David, that last drive, an exercise in frustration, just couldn't pay it off for the score.
Yeah, and I think this defense is riding the bend, but don't break philosophy. Don't give up explosive plays. This offense, Jesse, has to find a way to manufacture some big plays and some scoring opportunities.
Man, I don't know if they're going to win, David, if they have to keep driving 8, 10, 12 plays. You're right. You got to find chunk plays somewhere. So identify the guys that can score touchdowns and get them the ball.
Finds his man. It's Rivers. Slips one guy, now he's loose. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. This quarterback needs to stay true to his mechanics. He just sort of heaved it up off the back foot.
And these mechanics are crazy. You see all these quarterbacks on the field with towels before games and doing that little salsa thing that you see quarterbacks with their hips, popping through. But it makes sense because you have to have that good, strong base underneath you. Otherwise, you start to sail that football and miss your target.
And the Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Quickly complete. Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Takes it the other way. The interception stopped the threat, and the return even better as he crosses midfield and gets it to the 49.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
The Hawaii offense returns to the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can...
Wide open spaces. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
How about the left side of the line, getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, making a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
We've reached the end of the period, and Hawaii is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air, it's Nelson. Got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. And the Rainbow Warriors will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately, a 3-yard loss. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Now the play fake. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. And the route is on. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You've got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive proving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And this is always the time in the game when coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something.
Got it! Touchdown, Fresno State! He got a step and just dusted the field. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Man, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
He'll try to tack on one more. Splits those uprights right in half. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but better job by the hands team falling on the football.
Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
It's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Rainbow Warriors with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and this offense is threatening with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. With the run on first and goal. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They relentlessly move forward. Now it's getting down to cases. Third and goal. Trying to run it in. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've already put this game in a hammerlock, and now they'll go for the submission hold on fourth and goal. Slams ahead. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the fourth quarter, so you're just trying to put up more stats. And listen, stats count. We all count our stats. At the end of the season, we look up, you got 1,000 yards receiving. All these plays still matter.
On the ground, it's Rivers. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. On first down from their own 22. Wants to throw on first down. Pucks it out of the air. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Looking to throw on first down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Fresno State. They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
After this, it'll be a wrap. Power football with the run. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They make the stop and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible.